All right, two things. You don't have to. This is two things for the guys real quick. I ain't going through the 10. Two, because guys, we learn differently. Two. These are epiphanies, discoveries, by the way. No less than anything Columbus or Magellan had found. These things will help you. I stumbled on these by accident. Ask her how you can help her. Better yet, here's my discovery. Don't wait till she asks. Spot it. Go do it. If you help your wife without her asking, guys, that's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother level. Columbus didn't discover anything of value. I did, though. Help your wives. Don't make them ask. How many times can we guys sit on the couch and watch our favorite sporting event while they do dishes and prep the food and get ready for all the finger sandwiches? And when we're done gomming everything up, as my dad would say, they come back through behind us and clean it back up, and we ain't even moved. It's like a tree planted by rivers of water. We just like, when she's in the front room, like, hey, I can't see. Huh? Whew, what a discovery. You need to share with others how important she is to you, and she needs to be in earshot. Guys, it's not manipulation, but every now and again you need to see her coming and say, oh, my wife. And you need to drop some real sugar bombs out there. You need to talk her up to the third heaven. You need to make sure she's close enough to hear so that she recognizes that you appreciate her to others. You know, get you some real cool pictures. Put them on your desk if you're in that environment. Put them in your billfold. Make sure when you know, pay somebody to watch out for if you have to, brothers. Have them tag you a text or something and say, she's coming down the hall. Jerk that billfold out. Whoop! Showing them pictures. Talking about how good and everything she does. My baby. Ain't nobody like my baby. My baby. Talk that thing. Two greatest discoveries in my marriage. If you'll discover those two things and practice them, you will have great improvement in your love life, at least. If you don't have no improvement with the cooking, order out, but you're going to get some loving. Figure out how to make sure she knows how much you value her to you. One of the greatest assets that a woman can have is the confidence in the fact that her husband loves her unequivocally and that she brings great value to his life. If she even begins to think that you think you can live without her, your life's getting ready to get tough. You women don't sit there and look all innocent like, what are you talking about, Pastor? When a woman feels overlooked, undervalued, and feels like you think, guys, you can live without her, she gonna throw some stuff in the mix. It's gonna mess up your days. I promise you, it's gonna mess up your stuff. So get that off the board, because you couldn't live without her. Because most folks that split up, all they do is spend the next several years, you know, fussing and cussing over what broke it down to begin with, and then they get about half drunk and start crying about, oh, I don't know what happened. Work it out now. And you won't have to be calling me when you're about half drunk saying, oh, what's up, Pastor? One moment is going good, and the next moment she's gone. That was my sympathetic and sensitive side, by the way. Anybody grow up like me, just rotten? We used to love cracking on stuff. We love cracking on stuff. Love to laugh. Still to this day, if you fall, I'm laughing. I just want y'all to know that before you do it in front of me. Don't leave the church over it. If you fall and I see you, I'm laughing. I don't know what it is about folks falling that is funny to me, but folks falling crack me up. You know what I'm saying? And so just go ahead, deal with it. That's why I asked you if you're okay. But I am going to laugh. My dad one time he wanted me to split this elm he'd cut. And if you've ever split wood, you know elm is not made for splitting. It's just done. So I'm out there. It's like rubber. He said, boy, let me show you how to split this log. I said, go ahead on. He started a wedge in the top of that big elm log. He said, now watch this. He reared back like old John Henry. Bam! He hit that thing at glance, and that big maul come back and hit him in the shin. That's what I said. I said, I took off running. I ran behind the garage. I'm cracking up. Next thing I know, he threw that maul through the back wall out there in my vicinity. He had a big old knot on his shin for probably a year. He said, boy, that wasn't funny. I said, it was to me. Something tickled me. We've had to learn. I ain't laughing at you, baby. I'm laughing with you. She'd be like, I ain't laughing. I've had to learn. I got to temper some of my stuff. Guys, temper some of your stuff. You'll be in this thing for the long haul. Amen?